When someone goes ahead and types a question into YouTube search, how do you get your video to show up as one of the top suggested videos to answer that question? Well, that's what ranking is, and in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can get your YouTube content to show up as close to the top of that list as possible. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Chad with Taja, the AI tool that helps creators just like you grow successful YouTube channels. So just to give you a brief explanation on what ranking is exactly, let's say somebody types a question into the YouTube search bar. After that, YouTube will then give them a list of suggested videos that the algorithm thinks will best answer that question. Now, with ranking, it is how high your video ranks up on that list of suggested videos. And today, I'm going to show you some stuff that you can do with your content and when you're uploading your videos to YouTube that will help push your videos up as close to the top of that list as possible. Because the higher a video ranks on YouTube, the more likely it is to actually get the click. Now, when it comes to ranking your videos on YouTube, there's more than just one thing to consider. There are quite a few variables that you need to think about. For example, your click-through rate, your average viewer duration, your SEO. All of these different elements actually help to rank your videos higher, but in today's video, we're going to focus specifically on SEO. And your content's SEO are things like your titles, your tags, your description. So when you're putting all of these together, you want to include specific keywords that are relevant to your channel, to your niche, and more specifically to that particular video, because your keywords help tell YouTube and YouTube's algorithm exactly what your video is about and what audience it would be suited for. So something to remember when it comes to doing your SEO for your videos that you're uploading to your channel is that it can take really long to actually get all of this done. For example, you need to think about a good title, you need to find good tags, you need to write up a good description, and you also need to find relevant keywords that your channel can actually rank for. So all of these put together could take, I would say, 3 to 4 hours per video. Now, Taja actually really helps with this because it shortens that time to about under 5 minutes. Later in this video, I will give you a demo on how Taja actually does this and gets your SEO done for you. But if you choose to do it manually, these are the things that you want to do. And the first thing, and probably the most important part when it comes to your SEO, is doing your keyword research. Now, your keyword research is kind of like you doing your homework for that particular video to find specific keywords that not only are relevant to your video, but that also give your channel or that particular piece of content a good chance of ranking at the top of YouTube's search function. And the two most straightforward ways to do your keyword research are to use the YouTube search function and then also use a specific YouTube keyword tool like Tubebuddy. And there are two different types of keywords. The first is long tail keywords, and then the second is short tail keywords. Now, the difference between the two is that one is pretty broad and the other is very specific. So for example, if you are creating a video that teaches someone how to do a backflip, an example of a short tail keyword would be just the word backflip or something like gymnastics backflip. Now, even though that is very relevant to the topic of the video, there is quite a big chance that if you have a growing channel or a smaller channel, it's not going to rank for something as simple as backflip. And so if you have a smaller channel that is still growing, you can take advantage of the long tail keyword. So you could, instead of saying something like backflip gymnastics or gymnastics backflip, you can actually use the keyword how to do a backflip for beginners. Because the cool thing about long tail keywords is that you are specifically including a keyword that people will actually ask for. Think about it. If someone wants to learn a backflip and they're just about starting gymnastics, what do you think they'll put in the YouTube search function? How to do a backflip for beginners. And I'm not saying ignore short tail keywords and only use long tail keywords, because they are both super important. But when it comes to ranking your videos, because the longer tail keywords are searched a lot less, there's a lot less competition on YouTube for them, this gives your content a higher chance of ranking for that particular question. So if you're using the YouTube search function, all you're going to do is type in a variety of different questions that you think your audience will have about the topic that your video is covering. And the cool thing about this is that when you start typing a question, YouTube will actually give you a drop-down list of other frequently asked questions that are in line with that particular keyword that you're searching. All of these questions that show up on the list that YouTube is suggesting are questions that people have already asked on the platform. And if it's something that doesn't show up on the list, then it is most likely not something that is commonly asked about, so you know that it's not a good keyword to use. And then apart from using the YouTube search function, another great way to do your keyword research is to use a specialized YouTube tool like Tubebuddy. And the cool thing about using Tubebuddy is that the information you get back about the keywords are a lot more accurate. So for example, you would type in the keyword how to do a backflip for beginners, inside the Keyword Explorer tool, and Tubebuddy will give you the results of how probable or how likely your video is to rank for that specific keyword. And then as you start finding more and more keywords that your channel or your video is likely to rank for, make a list of all of them, note them down, whether it's on your phone, whether you create an Excel spreadsheet. Once you've got that list of strong keywords put together, it's time to actually start putting them to use. So you're going to use these keywords in your title, in your tags, and in your video description. So if we look at how to use the keyword inside your title, and we use the previous example about how to do a backflip for beginners, that is already a pretty solid title for a video. And that's generally how you use keywords found during that keyword research stage for SEO inside of your title. And then the next place you want to use your strong keywords are inside your tags. Now, a couple of things to remember when it comes to tags is that all of your tags must be relevant to that video, because your tags are another thing that YouTube uses so that it knows what exactly your video is about and who your video is for. Basically, what you can do for your tags are that list that you've created while doing your keyword research, you can literally copy and paste all of those into the tags, because you've already done the homework and you know that all of those are strong keywords that your channel or your content has a good chance of ranking for. Then when we look at the description of your video, again, all of those keywords that you previously found, you want to make sure that you have included them inside the video description. Now, YouTube doesn't like it if you just have a copy and pasted list of different keywords just put in there. So you want to take the time to actually write your description out in natural sentences and natural paragraphs, basically natural language, but also make sure that all of those keywords that you found during your keyword research phase are also included inside your description. And every little tip and trick helps boost your video's SEO. So when it comes to your description, a key thing to remember is that you want to include your title within the first 20 to 25 words of your video description. So when it comes to ranking your video using SEO, you can see there's quite a few things that you need to do. Do your keyword research, find those keywords, find the tags, write up your description, scrub through your video, grade the timestamps, create a title that actually would entice or intrigue people to click on the video or want to watch it. That's why I mentioned at the beginning that this can literally take 3 to 4 hours per video if you want to do it properly. Now, if you value your time and you want to shorten the amount of time that it takes to do your SEO from 3 to 4 hours per video to about 5 minutes per video, then that's where Taja's AI system can really help you, because instead of having to do all of these things on your own, Taja will pretty much do it for you using artificial intelligence. So things like writing a title, writing out your description, separating your timestamps, writing out tags, all of this is done for you. And to use it is pretty simple, because all you do is, as usual, record your video, edit your video, upload it to YouTube, and then instead of setting it to public, you are going to set it as unlisted. And when you do that, YouTube will still give you a link for that video. So you grab that link, copy it, paste it into Taja, and literally with a click of a button, it is going to analyze the video. It's going to analyze the transcript of your video, knowing exactly what you're speaking about and what topic you're covering inside your content. And then Taja will give you a list of strong titles that you can use for your video. It would write out a video description for you with these SEO specific keywords, plus it's going to include timestamps for your video, and then it will also give you relevant tags for that particular video. So instead of painstakingly having to do all of these SEO things on your own, you could just have Taja do it for you and then focus on things that are more important, like what is your next video going to be. And if you want to take a look at the Taja software and what it can actually do, I will link it down in the show notes of this video, and you can actually sign up for a 7-day free trial from there. And we hope that you got some useful and valuable information from this video about how you can start ranking your YouTube content higher. If you did, we'd appreciate it if you could leave us a thumbs up. If you have any questions about what was covered inside this video, then drop it down in the comments. And we have loads of exciting and valuable content coming up on the channel that is all about helping you grow a successful YouTube channel. So if you want to stay up to date with those, then hit the subscribe button and enable the notifications so that you'll be the first to know every time a new video is uploaded to the channel. So keep creating, keep growing, and I'll catch you in the next video.